This episode is brought to you by PMC Portman's Corporation, the company that stands behind the channel 100%, following us, assisting us, mentoring us, motivating us all the way to make this podcast channel the best and successful. All our Buffetum to Marathon Lanzarote Buffetum, yet another episode of Buffetum. And this time around, we are going to talk about the past results and look into the log standings of the respective leagues, Buffetum, Gangna's Regional League, and your ABC Multiple League. Right here in namakwaland Buffetum. This is your favorite channel, Local Soccer 101 Buffetum, brought to you by From the Street Podcast channel, from the streets to your ears. See you right about now. All of Buffetum, yes, we are back, Buffetum, yes. Like I said, Buffetum, we are going to dive deeper into the two respective leagues that take place here in namakwaland Buffetum, your Gangna's Regional League and your ABC Multiple League, of which two big giants of namakwaland is participating in with Buffetum, which is Benfica and Olympics. But before we dive into this, I want to open the channel like I always do, Buffetum. Welcome to your number one podcast, right here in namakwaland Buffetum. And first of all, we want to say thank you very much for those people that goes to our TikTok channel and look at our videos, look at our content that we put out about this local atmosphere of football here in namakwaland. And we also want to say thank you very much for those who goes to our YouTube channel to subscribe and become part of our local soccer community. Most of all, the family of the podcast. We want to say thank you very much, Buffetum. It has been a very interesting and very tough journey for us. But we are moving on, and it's because of you. Buffetum. And we are determined to make this podcast and this channel, this local football channel, we are determined to make it one of the best and biggest channels that you can find. But little by little, we'll get there. With your support, with the local support, local of namakwaland people support, we are going to really move up into a bigger, broader space and be able to help and assist our young players. But first, before we dive into the matters of the day, I want us to take a moment and send our very heartfelt and very saddened condolences to the AFC Leicester team who lost a player. We also want to send our condolences to the family, friends of the player. We want to say the channel is with you, and the pain that you're going through, nobody will ever understand the pain that you guys are going through on the moment, except for those who have experienced a loss of a loved one. But we want to say, Rwand Yankees, rest well, my brother. Thank you for the contribution that you gave to namakwaland football and also in your community. Whatever you did in your community as a young footballer, as a young brother, may your experience live on, my brother. Moving on, we also want to say congratulations. Now I know it's from condolences to congratulations, but we have to congratulate the pride of the province. The Northern Cape has really been represented very well, guys. And this is something I was always, and I'm still trying to let the lovers of this channel come and understand and see the purpose for this channel. Why I'm so not difficult, but why I'm so detailed on specific things when I'm analyzing the clubs of namakwaland. I want guys to gather around and understand my perspective, because this is the reason. Now, we are talking about the Jaxa Spear, and we are talking about a hungry lions, and we are talking about a well known team, Uppington City. Now, Uppington City represents Northern Cape in the Mutsipe Foundation, and Hungry Lions are also representing the Northern Cape in the Mutsipe Foundation. Now, Jaxa Spear is must be the example I'm trying to emphasize. Jaxa Spear, with the little resources that they have, they manage to get the results. They managed to beat a Kakama Juventus for the sport. And after beating a Kakama Juventus, they went in and they went further into the competition. Now, this must be the results, guys. If namakwaland teams doesn't have this ambition, I'm sorry, there is no way namakwaland football will rise. There is no way players of namakwaland will be seen out there. If namakwaland football club managers or owners doesn't come together to assist each other, and just leave the pride aside for a moment. Think about the football path of the region. Think about who still needs to go and work that path afterwards. Young people coming through, young boys coming through the ranks. They want to work through this path. But constantly they will hit brick walls because the managers, because the officials can't work together. High up officials taking bribes, taking money, taking whatever influences them to not really develop namakwaland football. It's a shame. It's a shame. Here is the results. Here is the results of pulling together Jaxa Spear, going all the way into a competition like this, a compact competition like this. This must be the results, guys. And if this can be an example for namakwaland teams to see what they are fighting for, then we rather leave this whole stream and stay away from football. Stay away from football. But anyway, we want to say congratulations to the three Northern Cape teams. We can see that the province, something is happening. We can see something is happening. There are officials, there are club officials that is hungry to take the boys forward or to take their clubs forward. They are officials, because I'm not gonna give credit to Safa Northern Cape. No, I'm not gonna give credit to them, because these things are laid out. They now have to represent these three teams in a higher on a higher level of association to support them. They have to, and then credit can come back to them. For now, these teams have done it on their own. Especially I'm highlighting the Jaxa Spear that's in the ABC Mutsipe, where we know the conditions are very hard, where we know the team have to travel very far to come and play their games. So credit must go to the management of that club for really keeping the boys motivated, keeping the boys fit, giving the boys the correct coach for them to become better players, to be able to compete into competitions like this. Because this is where the biggest stage begins. This is where these players will be seen now. This is where they will be seen. You understand? So we must say congratulations to them. Keep moving on, guys, and we hope you guys are going to bring us better results into the next games that you guys are going to play. Moving on, we are going to look into the Kangnas regional results, the Kangnas regional league results. Ocean Spurs took on Real Madrid. Ocean Spurs losing out to Real Madrid 3-1 there in Port Nolet. Strikers FC took on All Stars. All Stars suffering their first loss in the league in Stream A, suffering their first loss there in Steinkopf. Strikers FC putting everything on the line to get this result. I must say credit must go to Strikers FC for beating an All-Star team that was unbeaten and making them succumb and lose that game. Victorians FC lost their game against the Young Controllers. Young Controllers bringing in 4 goals there. But Victorians only managed to get 2 goals. They played at home, Victorians in a Babip. Credit must go to Young Controllers. The 4th game was Sparrows Football Club playing against Heroes there at home in Persig. They managed to get a 1-0 draw against Heroes. I must say the game that's really standing out for me there in Stream A, it will be Young Controllers, and it also will be the All-Stars game and the Sparrows game. Now, Young Controllers, that's the results we have been expecting from them. That's the results we have been expecting from them. Score goals. You can score goals. You have the quality. You have the players to score goals. So this is the results we have been expecting from young controllers. This is the results. And the All-Star game, it took blood, sweat, and tears for strikers to pull off that result. I must tell you, it took a lot. It took a lot. And if you can see the results, 1-0, beating a team 1-0 tells you that it wasn't easy. The game wasn't easy. The game was balanced. Maybe it was a one-man brilliance. Maybe it was a mistake that cost that goal. It tells you something like that. So credit must really go to Strikers FC for pulling off that result. How they did it. It was blood, sweat, and tears. That's what I can tell you, because I know an all-star team will never give results up like that. They will never. But credit must go to Strikers FC. Shows you they can analyze a team and they can put a formation together to beat a team. Because these games you only beat a team with formation. Putting out the right formation, laying out the right team to compete against the opponent's players. That's only how you beat clubs like All Stars. That's the only way. But if you think you can go pound to pound with them, I'm telling you, you are going to lose big time. So credit go to the Strikers FC coach there for really understanding the task and the players also understanding what the coach wants. If they keep on like this, I'm telling you, they will get more good results. Uh, the other game will be Sparrows Football Club against Heroes. Now we know Heroes currently right now they're on top of the log. Shows you that how determined they are to win the stream. Sparrows coming to play Heroes. Now, guys, I want you to understand Sparrows is not Sparrows anymore. It's not that Sparrows anymore. And I don't know what's happening. Why is the lineup not really keeping the results? Because last game they played, they won. And I saw Dover in the game, in the lineup. There's a couple of players I saw in the lineup. And they managed to get the results. Now again, they came and played the Heroes, but they couldn't get the result they wanted. Now we know Heroes is on top of the log. They deserve to be there. They deserve to be there, and they were competing one and two position with All Stars. Now that All Stars have dropped a point, they managed to get a point, and they are now on top of the log. They are now on top of the log. So Sparrows, very disappointing from Sparrows. Very disappointing. They needed to take very good consideration of their home ground and use it to their advantage to win a game like this. But credit must go to Heroes FC coming from home to come and play in Berser and manage to go away with a point. This is how you win the league. This is how you win the league. Beating big clubs like Sparrows or throwing big clubs like Sparrows. This is how you win the league. Credit must go to them. Moving on to stream Moving on to stream B. There Super Eagles FC played OSK Eagles of Concept Guns. Super Eagles FC lost against OSK 2-1. It's not a surprise. OSK is not an easy club to play against. Boca Junior draw against St. Augustine Boys 1-1. And then Uprisers FC receiving a high score there from Total Aces. Total Aces of Mike's Kloof, beating them 9-0. Now the games that will really stand out there, all three of them for me. All three of them for me. And starting with the OSK game, like I said, OSK is not an easy club to play against. Their coach is a coach that's very tactical, knows formation, the importance of formation, he knows that how important the formation is to play against the opponent. He also have the right players to really win this thing. He have the players. And I must say, credit must go to the coach. Always, I always personally, if I have to give my favorite coach in the Gangnam's Regional League currently, it must go to this guy. It must go to this coach of OSK. I've seen him operate. I've seen him operate. I've heard him talk. I've heard his philosophy about the club. And I must tell you, he is a coach that really get the results. He gets the results. Credit must go to him. And yes, yes, for those who wondered, in the Gangnam Regional League, in the Stream B, he will be my favorite coach to really nail this thing if it comes to it. If it comes to it. And the other game will be Boca Juniors and St. Augustine Boys. Boca Juniors not really impressing anyone there, getting a draw again, not really impressing anyone. And I must say, disappointing. Uprisers FC, young boys still need experience going up against the total aces. It's to be expected. And moving on to the Northern Cape ABC Municipal League, Benfica played young ones, won the game 4-2 on Saturday, and Olympics played NC Pros. They drew 2-2 with NC Pros, and Tornado FC played Kakamas United. They won that game against Kakamas United 4-3. Rastafari Eagles played the Kakamas Sundowns. They won the game against Kakamas Sundowns. Zabani played a Kakamas Juventus. And Kakamas Juventus won that game, is to be expected. Very, very strong. Now, talking about the Benfica game and the Olympics game, it's something I have been preaching all my lives. And if you tune into my lives, you will hear me always constantly talking about Benfica and Olympics, the mistakes they are doing, and what really needs to be rectified at those two clubs for them to get results. Very disappointing from Olympics. The Sunday it was very disappointing from Olympics. Uh, 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 Getting a draw against young ones, and Benfica also very disappointing, getting losing out at NC Pros. Uh, Juventus winning Rastafari Eagles 2-0, and Zanzabani losing out on Amalaus. That's the results. That's the results, guys. And like I said, I normally come to my lives and I speak about Benfica and Olympics. So maybe next time, if you want to hear what I'm saying about Benfica and Olympics, I will see you on my lives on TikTok, and then you can hear what I'm talking in terms of analyzing Benfica and Olympics, in terms of talking about the strengths of the players, everything. I am talking about it on my life. So maybe I see you on my life, and we will be discussing a lot of the namakwaland two giants. Bafetu, there you have it. This is a local soccer channel here in Namakwaland, Bafetu, brought to you by From the Street Podcast, Bafetu. Danzeba Bafetu, Pela Pela, Danzo, man.